Hello everyone, this is a vlog, not the usual format. It's just going to be me talking a bit with a cup of tea and having a sit down in Little Tuck because yeah, I have wireless technology on my side today. But I thought I needed a quick vlog. I'm just having a quick break. I'm trying to tidy up the garage because the garage is a complete state, as many of you have somehow managed to notice in my videos. And I need to move out, so I'm just going to quickly bring people up to speed. Rachel, former Mrs. Hubnut, and I split in February, which was a bit naughty. It means we had already split up by the time of the first Hubnut social, yeah, such is life. And yeah, I'm living here and have been since then, while she has been living elsewhere. And George the cat, I know many of you care greatly about George the cat, has been splitting his time between the two. But I'm moving out next month, just over a month away in fact, and heading off to New Zealand for as yet unknown adventures. I'm not entirely sure how long we're going to be going away for, or how long I'm going to be going away for, or yeah, what I'm going to be getting up to, how long it's going to take. Yeah, it's all very unknown, no idea of route or anything. So anyone asking to meet up in New Zealand or Australia, I'm afraid there are no plans yet. Such is my life, I'll be winging it. Which is fine, I've spent most of my life winging it. I'm slightly worried about this flight because, yeah, I mean 33-hour journey. And I don't like sleeping anywhere other than a bed. I don't really like trying to sleep when there are people about. And I've never been to Shanghai and I'm a bit scared about how I'll find my way around and stuff like that. So there's lots to be anxious about, not least the fact that I really don't know what I'm doing when I get to New Zealand. I've had many offers from lovely Kiwis and expats offering me places to stay and stuff, and I'm grateful for that. I must try and actually make some plans to actually visit these people and give them some warning rather than just going, oh hi, I'm here. So that's something I need to do, but main focus at the moment, especially today, is to tidy up the garage because I need to move out. So you may have seen in other videos that I do have a workshop. Obviously I'm not going to disclose the location of said workshop because too many people know where this is. And I do get occasional comments from people saying, oh, I came up to the area where this house is and looked for you but couldn't find you. You know, would have been nice to pop in for a cup of tea. No, I'm sorry. This brings me to personal life. Just because you see me on YouTube, just because you see my house on YouTube, or even sometimes my family on YouTube, doesn't mean you're welcome to just turn up and join in. That's not how this works. I make the videos because I want you to have a nice time watching my videos. I hope you find them entertaining. It isn't an invite, and yeah, I'm afraid visitors are not welcome. You cannot see this house from the road. You can only see it from the railway, the steam railway that passes right behind. So please, there is no invite to come and have a mooch around. That's not how it works. And furthermore, I must say that I've decided to try and keep more of my personal life personal. I think I've shared so much. I've had to share the breakup of my marriage because Rachel was part of the channel. Effectively, she still is. She's still doing the merchandise. We are good friends. It's all very amicable. It's nice that we're able to do that. But because Rachel was so involved with the channel before and has appeared in so many videos, I didn't really have any choice but to explain the situation. So you've had to have that bit of personal news. But as for what goes on in the future, I think I'm going to separate that out as much as I can, because it detracts from what this channel is meant to be about. It's meant to be a channel about rubbish old cars and crazy adventures in tin that didn't really have crazy adventures back in the days, like this lovely little Invacar, which we recently took to Somerset. In fact, 2CV has also been to Somerset recently as well, so I've been seeing a lot of Somerset, but I only drink tea, and so I'm missing out on all that cider. But yeah, it's just a bit of a vlog of randomness. It feels like I'm in a confessional here. It's like something they do on Big Brother. But yeah, I just wanted to explain where my life is and how I'm going to separate things out going forward. Obviously, there will be Hub Nut videos wherever I am, but the videos will be about the car. I suspect some of the videos will be about my state of mind while I'm travelling as well. You know, I am nervous about it, and I think that's good. You've got to be nervous about these things. If you're not nervous, then yeah, is it even worth doing? I'm always nervous about stuff, and big adventures are a huge part of the nerves. I was very nervous about taking the 2CV all the way to Croatia. Was she actually going to make it? Was I going to have issues? Turns out, no, not really. She was fine. But you don't know that until you actually start having these adventures. So yeah, it's been a bit of a voyage of discovery. Yeah, I'm clearing out the garage now. You'll laugh, but I am aiming to actually have my new workshop somewhat tidier. It's a noble aim. I'm not sure I'm up to it, but it really would make life so much easier. So already I've done a few jobs up at the workshop, and pretty much I've put every tool away, even cleaned every tool before saying, right, now I can go. So yeah, I think if I can maintain a bit more of that, I don't hesitate to use the word professional with regards to Hub Nut, because blatantly it isn't. But hopefully I can just be a bit tidier, because yeah, I mean, I did tidy that garage back in January, I think it was. Or it might actually have been January last year. Yeah, I think January last year was the last time I had a big tidy up, and I installed some new racking. I had places to put all my spanners, and yeah, it didn't last very long. Yeah, having been to see my friend Rick working when he did the kingpins on my 2CV, I mean, people were saying his garage was a mess. I should have added that most of that mess came out of a van that morning. He turned up with a load of stuff. We had to empty the van before we could start work on the car. Very Rick, he's crafty like that. It was chaotic, but when he sat down to do the job and work on the floor, which is very old school, he had every tool he needed pretty much to hand, and he finishes the job and he packs the tools away, and yeah, I think a bit more of that might not be a bad thing. Oh, and I should also add that yes, I am drinking tea out of my own mug. This is not a Hub Nut merch publication opportunity. I've failed again. But mugs are available. We have Fox and mugs, we have Took mugs, 2CV mugs, and Hub Nut mugs. We don't have any Matiz designs as yet. We've got the basic problem that you need quite a lot of space to have a lot of stock, and we don't. So we only carry some product lines at a time. It's why we've dropped certain t-shirt lines. We did have George the Cat t-shirts. We've had to drop those to make way for Fox and t-shirts. So that's kind of how it works. Whether I can do something different going forward, I don't know, where you know, you use one of these companies that prints on demand and sends the item out to you. That might work. But there's a lot to look at. There's calendars to consider. There's postcards. There's all sorts. Key rings. People are always on about key rings. So yeah, I've got a lot on my plate. Bear with me. The most important thing I have at the moment is a cup of tea. But I thought it might be good fun to get took out. But I may have boxed her in a bit. But we'll see. I think I can go back a bit. Oh, let's get some lock on. There we go. Now, I'm slightly zoomed in on you, so I'm not as close as it looks. Well, you know, you've put up with me waffling for a bit, so I think some... Oh, am I going to get past the tripod? Yes. Yes. So don't drink and drive, folks. Oh, there's the postman. That's good timing. This is real life, people. Now, he was going a bit quick, I'd say, but nonetheless, we seem to have survived.
If you wanted down here for some work.
Oh, lovely. Thank you. It looks like a car part of some sort.
Yeah, thank you. Ta-da.
Oh, I wonder what that is. Gotta love a mysterious package, haven't you? I have no idea what that is. We might get some unboxing yet. Prepaid and printed from eBay. Oh, I know what that is. That's a package of random Lucas stalks, and I'm hoping one of them will fit Tuck, because I broke the column stalk. So when I put the headlights on, it's permanently on main beam at the moment, unless I hold the stalk. So we'll wait for the postman to go, and we'll carry on with the driving. Here he is. He's just going to attempt his 3-point turn. Doesn't know he's going to be on camera, so smile. Not Nigel today. Nigel wouldn't drive that quickly down my driveway. Right, Tuck exercise, begin. Because she's been in the garage since the Somerset trip, so it's the first time in over a week she's been out. But yeah, she's running really, really well. Which is good times, really. So, yeah. A slightly pointless drive around in an Invacar. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on in life at the moment. Is Tuck's out the garage. And look, I've started splitting stuff into useful and not. There's bits of Mazda and Reliant that I no longer need, and there is ducting to remake Tuck's heating system, something I've been meaning to do for a very long time, but obviously it is a complete sty in here still. I would never pretend otherwise, so I've still got a long way to go. I mean, I've got a Nissan T72 headlamp. I think a tab has broken off or something, but it doesn't look like it has, so maybe I dreamt that. Oh, that's it. Yeah, the reflector has come adrift in the middle of it. So, I mean, if anyone wants that, put your hands up, and yeah, I can probably send it your way. But there's all sorts of rubbish in here that needs to go, and needs to be rearranged. My spanner board, look how many spanners are on it now. Best laid plans, but there's a 10mm there, so at least that's something. Although when you're a 2CV, you quickly learn it's the 11mm that everyone wants. But yeah, I mean, there's just, I've got Invacar pulleys, I've got bits of 2CV, I've got an old Halford's jump pack. That doesn't really work anymore. So all this needs tidying up. So yeah, I'm going to crack on with that. Just quickly get this video edited and uploaded. But yeah, I just wanted to try and let you know where I am and what's going on. But yeah, Hubnut, the focus is very much going to be on the cars, wherever I am in the world, with just a little bit of travel log and me probably losing my marbles somewhere on South Island, maybe. I don't know. I still don't know if I'm going to hire a car, hire a van. Buy a car or a van, I don't know. My finances aren't quite as brilliant as I'd hoped for that element. It's probably because I stopped working on magazines and started relying on YouTube income. Yeah, no idea what's going to happen in New Zealand. We're just over a month away. It's exciting and frightening in equal measure. But that's where we are. That's why you won't see necessarily more posts about what's going on in my life outside the world of cars at the moment. And yeah, hopefully that has been interesting. I don't know, this vlog chatty format is a bit of a strange one on your own, and I can't believe we're getting over 14 minutes already. I'm very, very sorry. But yeah, don't forget you can buy all the merchandise at the Hubnut store. I did have some merchandise in here somewhere. Oh yes! Now you can see how I run. Look, we has mugs of various types, and there's other things, t-shirts, stickers, etc. all available at hubnut.org. And support options if you want to do Patreon, or you can set up a direct debit to give me £2 every month, and it just keeps the Hubnut ticking over. And yeah, I shall see you in a future video, there or thereabouts. Bye. Well, I did just record an unboxing video. Here is the dead box of my package that just arrived in that little clip you were watching. But unfortunately had some camera issues. I bought this Canon M50 EOS thing, a sort of mirrorless baby DSLR really. Only it isn't a DSLR because I don't think you look through the lens. I digress. It's quite a nice little camera. It's quite expensive. It's about 500 quid. And sadly it's not proved a good investment. It just doesn't work for me because I find the sound leveling on it is really bad. So if I'm at a show and walking around and stop talking and then start talking again, the sound goes all over the place. And the biggest problem is the battery. The batteries just die like that. So you're recording, you're keeping an eye on the display which shows you how much battery is left, and it's got 2 bars on it, and then all of a sudden it's saying change battery pack and it's stopped recording. And yeah, it did that while I was doing the unboxing. I have an indicator stalk, it's just slightly broken. Not very helpful. So it doesn't work, and I have to use different microphones with it. I find it an utter faff. So that was sadly an investment that I thought would improve the channel, and it didn't. I'm sticking to my smartphones. I'm currently speaking to you on my Samsung Galaxy S7, which I bought back in January, I think. It's had a very hard life. It's smashed to pieces, and it gets used all the time. It's my sat nav, it's checking emails, checking comments, recording videos, sometimes uploading videos and doing live broadcasts. I've got the Oppo F1S smartphone as a backup. That was the previous smartphone. I've actually started recording more and more on that one because this one is usually doing something like sat nav duty, so it's better to have a second one going. I'm getting miles away. I'm meant to be unboxing. So where I got to is there is one stalk which will fit the Invacar, and it's not that one. It's this one, which has the cathedral plug, I'm going to call it, because it reminds me of the cathedral rear lights on Citroen GS, an early one. But sadly it has got a bit of damage. That wire needs to be connected there really, and isn't. So I'm going to have to do something about that. I'm not sure what I do about that, because the plug is riveted in place. So that's a minor difficulty. But then looking inside, someone's just wrapped that wire around there, so maybe that's how you do it. I'll find a way. I'll bodge it up. That's a lovely period correct stalk. Toot indeed. It looks slightly wrong on the left hand side. I think that was meant more for the right hand side, but I swapped them over on talk. It's a little bit short actually. That might not be ideal. See what else we've got here. I've got this stalk, indicator stalk. Looks a bit more roots group to me, I think. And it's just got those Lucas style connectors on it. So if you'd like that stalk, I don't need it, so let me know. Email ian@hubnut.org. I've got this one, which is a different pattern again. Oh, that's just a wiper stalk. 2 speeds, so if you've got a posh car. Oh, and it's got an intermittent setting. Ooh. So again, that plug, that stalk, ian@hubnut.org if you require that. I won't be asking awfully much money for them. That's another one of the same, I think. Slightly different connectors. One of those. That's a lovely dainty little stalk. I like that. But for talk, I need one that also does headlamp flasher. And that one's not going to do the job either. That's a very strange connector. The state of that. And no markings at all. Let's see how it feels. Oh, stiff. But yeah, that's an indicator stalk of some sort. No flash. Has got main beam functionality. So if that one is of interest to you, let me know. If you want a secret stalk, has it got a horn? No, it doesn't seem to have horn functionality. Just a simple indicator and main beam control, and that's all in my package. So yeah, there you go. Worst bonus footage ever, really, isn't it?